What do you call a cross between a man and a rodent? Who mouse? This afternoon we've been compiling charts ready for the week's breakfast briefing. I suppose a chart is a very good way of quickly getting over a message. I mean, the old adage, picture paints 1,000 words comes to mind. With a chart you can often just quickly and easily portray a change of some description very quickly, which people can read. And it's often, when you try and write an article about it, can sometimes be harder and it's not as accessible. And part of our reason of being here is to try and get as much relevant information over to the right people. Doing charts is a way of helping. It's another medium, along with video, along with articles.
So first we collect the data, and then we'll sort of discuss it between ourselves as to whether it'll be interesting for our readers, what story there is there behind it, and how we can convey that. And then we'll essentially put all of the data onto the chart, and yeah, then we'll get it ready for the breakfast briefing.
Yeah, it's really good often to discuss, because I mean, occasionally one of us will have an idea and we'll think, wow, it's normally me. I'll have this, not gonna lie, I'll have this idea, think, wow, this is gonna be really good, this is really topical and stuff. And it's really good having one another to sort of act as sounding boards. Another person can look at it and think, actually, hang on, we've covered this before, or I don't know if this is gonna work, or I don't think the chart looks right, or whatever. So it's a really good way of, I think it's a very good process of creating quality charts.
So this week we have relaunched the Mogul100. This is a rankings table of our top 100 authors based on kind of how many views and shares their article have, the quality of their article. So we kind of take all of these things into account and build the ranking based around this. I think it's a really good way of kind of encouraging kind of a bit of competition between our authors, and to give them all a sense, give them a sense of how their articles are performing kind of relatively, because obviously if you kind of have your own analytics page but you don't really know how you're performing, how your articles are performing in comparison to everything else that's on the site. The way we've weighted the system is so that the biggest factor is how many articles you've written. So the best way to kind of move up the rankings is by writing another article. We have weighted it so that the more recent things are more important. So it's not too difficult for new authors. You know, if you haven't written before and you're writing your first article, you shouldn't think that it's going to be impossible to break onto the leaderboard.